Hey guys, it's Sharika and welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe before you leave. I would love to have you. So today we are doing a deshelled seafood boil. I have some king crabs here and my Florida butter. For today's drink, this is just a blue lemonade. So we're gonna go ahead and say grace. All right. Happy Sunday, y'all. Oh, that is so good. All right, y'all, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. I do have a story time today. It is from For My Man. I always have the link in the description box below. So we're gonna start off with a king crab. Look at this, y'all. Ooh. Okay, so it was a husband and wife. The wife name was Linda. The husband name was Tony. So Tony was a janitor and Linda worked for a major phone company. She eventually moved her way up into the company and was making 6 figures. Now, although her husband was a janitor, he still had like other income coming in because he had rental properties. Now, Tony was very abusive at times to his wife, Lisa. He would snap on her for the smallest things, and sometimes, like I said, he would hit her. So she was now like in an unhappy space in her marriage. So one day, a very attractive man, this is their words, not mine, child. A very attractive man moved in across the street. She would always find herself, you know, looking at him through the window and things like that. So one day she decides, look at this, y'all. One day she decides that she's going to introduce herself. Ooh, yes, ma'am. So she goes outside, she introduces herself to him. His name was Delaney. So she introduces herself to him. And he tells her that he is a financial consultant. He asked her about her credit. She said that her credit wasn't that good, and he told her that he can help her out with her credit. So she eventually goes to his house. He also asked her personal information about her husband, what type of work he did, what was his mother's maiden name. And she just gave him all the information. That's how good he looked to her. So after a while, she started going over there, but it wasn't for the credit, okay? She started going over there. He's cooking her dinner. You know, they even went away for the weekend. So now she's basically just having a full-fledged affair with this dude, okay? So now that she's being, you know, now she's getting a little bit of male attention. Or she don't want to deal with her husband at all. Like, she like, don't come in here with that drama. She ain't having it. So this continued on for a while. She started dating the guy, the neighbor. The husband has absolutely no idea that this is going on. So then one day she busts in there at Delaney's house and she's like, I'm ready to just end my marriage. I can't take it anymore. Like, I'm tired of him. I want to be with you. So Delaney was like, okay, well, let me just tell you what I got going on. I've already made a fake ID with your husband's name. So why don't we just, you know, we can make this whole lifestyle for ourselves by using his credit, because he had excellent credit. So the dude, Delaney, had opened 9 different credit cards in this man's name. He opened a P.O. box so he can receive the mail, and I guess the credit cards. So she said she wanted in. So now they're going on trips out of town, staying at 5-star hotels, shopping sprees, everything. Just living a life on her husband. So about 6 months into it, one day she comes home and she tells her husband, I need you to get out the house. I need you to get out. I'm not happy in this relationship. I'm done with you. Go move into one of your rental properties. The husband didn't want to go because he was still in love with her. So, you know, he still wanted to make his relationship work, so he didn't want to leave. She said, my man's on the way. So, you better pull out before he pulls up. So, the husband ended up moving out. The credit card companies eventually start, you know, trying to contact him. So he's having to dispute charges. So he goes over to the house. He sees 2 new cars in the driveway. So he knows she had something to do with it. And he now knows that she's dating the neighbor. So he goes to the police and he tells them, you know, that he's been a victim of identity fraud, that it's his wife and her new boyfriend, and they're just getting credit cards and taking trips and this, that, and the third in his name, okay? So he tells her, he's like, I went to the police and they're going to get to the bottom of this. So now she heated, but she's scared at the same time. So she go to Delaney and she tells him, okay, he's going to the police. Like, we need to just get rid of him. He's going to the police and I don't want nothing to do with no jailhouse and nothing like that. Let's just get rid of him. So Delaney says, well, when he was locked up, he met this guy that knew how to make bombs. So he reached out to him. The guy made one for them. They decided to put it in, they decided to put it in like a VCR tape. They wrapped it up like it was a gift and mailed it to Tony's house. So when Tony received it, he started opening it a little bit. And then he thought, okay, I'm not gonna open this because I know it's probably from my wife and her new little boo. And he thought like maybe it was them You know, once he saw that it was a tape, he thought maybe it was them like having sex or something like that, and they want to try to rub it in his face. So he decided not to open it, so he set it on the side. So days go by. Then he just thinks like, okay, well, you know, they doing all this to me, I don't trust them, so I'm gonna take this box down to the police station. So he takes the box down to the police station. He let the cops know, you know, everything that's been going on. And he said, I know that this is probably them trying to, you know, set me up. So I don't want to open the box. Well, the police told him, you know, you're just paranoid. Take the box home. Don't worry about it. So he left the police station with the box. Still didn't open it right away. So, you know, days go by. I think about 8 days. She was at a hotel, you know, just waiting on it to happen. So he want to put her up in a hotel so she's safe. But, you know, like I said, days went by. They don't see anything about an explosion on the news. So he decides he's going to up the ante a little bit. So then they started calling this man, leaving voicemails like, go ahead and open the box. Why don't you check out the present I sent you? On the voicemail. So what does Tony do? He go ahead and open the box. And then a few hours later, that was on the news. So of course, it did work. So as soon as she saw it on the news, she left, went to Delaney's house. He's not there. Instead, the police are there. So of course she was the #1 suspect because he had already been to the police department to let them know about the fraud and things like the identity theft. So they knew. They just put 2 and 2 together that she had something to do with it. Well, Delaney had already left. He went to Jamaica without her even knowing. So they questioned her. They showed us some photos from the crime scene. She got very upset about it, and then she said that she did have a boyfriend, but she gave the cops the wrong information to track him down. So she was still protecting him. So they ended up letting her go just so they can wait around to see if Delaney's going to reach out to Lisa and they can go ahead and track where he is. So about 3 months passed. They were able to track where he was, bring him into the station, and he went ahead and told them, you know, he did it, but she was the mastermind behind it. She wanted them to, you know, she wanted to get rid of him. It was her idea. So that he did that because they told him, if, you know, they tried to work out a deal with him and told him, if you tell us the truth, you won't be facing the death penalty. So he went ahead and told him the truth. She got life and he got life. They both ended up getting life in prison. Okay, y'all, I'm gonna do one more dip. And then I'm gonna end the video. Ooh. I made it a little spicy this time, y'all. Okay guys, so I hope you're done eating. If you're eating with me, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to click the next 2 videos at the bottom of the screen, and I will see you guys on the next video. Bye y'all.